final installment of the Big 109. Can we get it done? Is today the three-peat day? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's check it out.
Ned, thank you so much for the sub to the channel, my friend. Welcome to Staples Stable. Hearts out in chat. We're three-handed. I'm ready. All right, and we're going to fold the 5-3 to the open. I think it's cool. Let's keep it going. Ace-10 against 7s. We have a flip to get heads up. Not meant to be. Ace-10 doubles up, which is cool. I mean, it's fine. We have to get all the chips anyways. We have about half of them. And Queen-5 on the button. Cool to open. Hein for second, not for first. Yeah, come on. Come on. Who said first? Get it together. 10-7-3 flop. I think I'm fine betting here. 39% is a decent standard size, I think, now. And do we want to bet the turn on the deuce? No, it's total brick. And we'll check it down as fine. We could have maybe got that to fold. I don't know. A6. Nettenho opens, and we get a call from Hein in the small blind, which is honestly kind of weak here. They're going to be 3-betting a lot of their strong hands, so I'm going to 3-bet here. I mean, it sucks if we have to go with it against Nettenho, which we would have to do with the squeeze. But basically, Hein has like, whoops. Hein has too many hands that aren't that strong here, so I think it's a good spot for us to squeeze. And it goes fold-fold. We pick it up. Back to 1.15. King deuce here. Blind versus blind. Should we raise? Should we limp? I think limping is okay. Nettenho doesn't have to really like play very tight against us here because they're in third place. Guaranteed 6,800. Goes 6,800 to 9,100 and then 9,100 to 12.3K. So, yeah. Thank you, Addon. Thank you, thank you. The record amount of viewers is 13.5K in the Sunday warm-up. So we're close. And we see a min-raise. We call. We flop top pair, which is good. Chase Tyler, 14. Thank you so much for the 6 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Staples Stable. Hearts out in chat for Chase Tyler. We see a big bet here. Kind of surprised to see a bet this big. We're going to start with a call, though. And that's a great turn in that we pick up an open-ender, or a gutter, excuse me. See a bet at 96K. I don't think we can fold here. I don't know if we can fold the river either. It's going to be quite tough. And we see a check. Do we want to value bet the river? I don't think so. I think it's probably too thin, especially with the sizing they chose. Like, they just chose shoe sizing that was like, I have a good king or I have a bluff. So that's why I didn't want to bet there. If the sizings were like 40%, we could bet the river for sure. Let's start with a limp with the 3-6. See a check, which is good. We flop a double gutter. I don't really want to check call here. I mean, we have 6 high. I don't want to give them initiative, so I'm just going to start with a bet. We turn a 3, which I think is okay to check call now. We still have a 3 to make the best hand, a 6 to maybe make the best hand, an 8 to make it straight, a 4 to make it straight, and potentially some bluffing cards on the river as well, but it goes check, check. Should we turn our hand into a bluff on the river? I feel like we're not going to get credit. Like, when they check the turn, they're just going to call the river. I feel like. Even with 5-6, like, I just think they call too much. Do we want to open the 5-4? Maybe not. Okay, we can fold sometimes. Let's fold. Let's fold. Let's fold. Ace deuce. Seen open at 36K. All right. Again, we'll call in position. Raise deuce. We see king h6 with 2 clubs. Pretty bad board for us. They check. I'm going to check as well. It hits their opening range quite a lot. We have ace high, which is fine. Checking the turn, and now I think I have the best hand a decent amount of the time. I'm going to bet to protect my equity. Against the queen jack, queen 10, queen 9, jack 10, jack 9, 10 9, 9 7, 7 5s of the world. You know, all those sort of hands. 6-8 suited here. I mean, stacks are a lot closer. Hein is calling a lot of our 3 bets, but this one is pretty decent, so. Let's make it a 90K here. Against Hein. They're getting closer together in chip stacks, so I think we can put some pressure on. And we do get a call. We flop an 8, which is interesting on this 10-8-7. It's very interesting. I'm going to start with a check. I would check a lot on this board because it hits them stronger than it hits us. We flop middle pair, so I think this is a decent hand to check call in this spot. Unless Hein just like shoves, which they could do sometimes. Bet 100, 2,000. We're going to call and face some difficult decisions on the turn, basically. So we will check call and check call the turn. When that card comes off, it's just like a perfect card. It's the nut card. Whoa, they bet 90,000. I was not expecting that. I was really expecting like an all-in or a fold. So I think we call. We're getting 5-1. We don't have to win that often here, like 18% of the time, which we do with our 8. And we still have 2 pair, 10s and 8s, 7 kicker. They have a 10. All right, well, I guess we didn't lose the maximum. What a weird hand. We're going to open up the ace-4. Take it down. Jack-6 suited. See a shove, we fold. Ace-queen against 6s. We have a big flip to end the three-handed again. And the 6s are going to win. They're tied once again. Net and ho against Hein. Net and ho against Hein. Do we want to raise here? They're not playing back too much in this scenario. They were earlier in the tournament, but I think it's fine to raise now. 30 and 36 big blinds. We're sitting on 60. They call. We see a 10-7-3. Let's bet. And being out of position, 48% I think is a fine size. Continue betting on a jack, a 9, a heart, a king, an ace. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the deck. Like pretty much half the deck we're going to continue barreling on. Net and ho is thinking for a while here. And we get a raise to 116. All right. Okay. Sitting at $1 million again. We've just been trading chips forever. We're going to fold the deuce 10 on the button. Good luck, Jamie. Thank you, Dolphini. And we get a walk, which is good. 8-3. I'm going to fold. So we're still the chip leader, but not by as much as we once were. Our power is sort of gone in this situation, and that things are kind of close again. So we're going to have to be a little bit more selective than we once were. Open on the button. Net and ho's been folding a lot of buttons, but they are at a different chip stack than they were. Open, we get a 3-bet here. I'm just going to fold. Sevens against 10s, all in here. If it's a 7, we're heads up. If it's, we're back to normal, although we're in second place in chips now. Hein has 1.1 million. I'm sitting on 989K. You guys probably heard my roommate upstairs. He is streaming right now. I think he just got a $200 donation. Kmart. Kmart, let's go. Sick dono, man. This 6-9 here on the button. All right. We can fold, actually. We're not the chip leader anymore. I forgot. I think it's fine to fold. Just full fold. Hein picks it up. Hein 30 is a friend of the stream. It's true. And we get a walk again. All right. 8-5 suited. And we are going to shove against this 6 big blind stack. Net and ho. Obviously, want to fold. If we get a call, it's like whatever. We can get there, of course. 37%. 8 or 5 or 8 or 5. Yeah, you guys, 250K going that way. We're still sitting on 900K, but definitely going to be a profitable shove. Going to fold the 3-9. So you shove here for 13 big blinds. Hein folds. Okay. Queen deuce. So you shove. We fold. Dono hype. Did I miss a dono? Thank you. Whoever it was. We see an open on the button. We're going to fold. Queen B with the 333. Thank you so much for the donation. Power 3's dono, Jamie. Latin, omne, trium, perfectum. Everything that comes in threes is perfect. Your first big 109 win was 0303 2015. Only 3 remain now. Let's go, Dottie. The Holy Trinity. 3-peat. I like it, Queen B. We're going for the 3-peat. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Can you give a shout out to my wife, Marcy? What's up, Marcy? Welcome to the channel and welcome to poker. Or just getting into poker, you helped improve her game a lot. That's great. I'm glad to hear it, Marcy. So you open to 39K here, 21 to win 64, of course. Of course. I don't like throwing away money. And this is a pretty good flop for our hand. Betting 41,000. We will call with our middle pair and our straight flush draw. See an ace on the turn, which isn't the best turn in the world, but I still think we can continue because they're going to bluff on this turn a lot. We still do have third pair. We do have the backup diamond draw. They check, though. Do we want to bet? I don't think it accomplishes much. So we'll check. And the river 3, I think we call. They're probably going to continue betting with their aces on the turn most of the time. So we see a lot of misdraws here. They could check some weak aces for sure. They could play 6 this way as well, but I think it's a fine spot to call. And they have a 3, unfortunately. They make trips on the river, which I didn't consider, but there's so few 3s, like it doesn't really change our decision at all. 8-5, blind versus blind. I'm going to start with a limp. We are down to 700K here, so 40 big blinds. But things have been worse before. It's okay. Let's start with a stab on this board. We don't have a chance to win if we don't stab really with 8 high. How did the 8th finish? We got 7th place for like 380 or something like that, shoes. We're going to fold net and hoe shoves. Hind folds. All right. So we are guaranteed 6,800 right now. And the next payout is 9,100 and then 12.3 for the win. And we see an open and a call. We're going to call as well with our ace-4. We could squeeze, but we're not in a powerful chip stack situation again. So I think it makes a lot less sense. We're going to fold here. Fold, fold. Hind takes it down. Hind folds. Are we going to try and limp? I think so. It's been working enough of the time for us to limp the deuce 9. They shove, though. We will fold. We're only losing 9,000 chips when that happens. It's not too much. Fold, folds. We're at 38 big blinds here. Fold, folds. A little bit card dead. Blinds going up to 10K, 20K, so 15 big blinds here. We're sitting on 33 and a hind on 65. If hind folds here, we can shove, but hind opens on the button, and I think we have to fold out of position, especially with net and hoe being 14 big blinds deep. And 5s on the button, I think is a fine open. And call against net and hoe, like we don't love it, but we call. Yep. We don't love it, but we're getting too good of a price, and they're going to be shoving wide enough for sure, three-handed here. So we are going to call. Hope for the best against Queen 7. We have a flip. We don't want to flip. No, that's a queen. We need a 5. Yeah, you guys. Queen 7 unfortunately gets there against our 5s, and now we are the shortest stack. We're in 3rd. We do have 6,800 guaranteed, but not in a very powerful position anymore. We had 1.3 million like just a while ago. Not going to defend with the jack deuce on the stack depth. I think it's fine to fold. And ace 3 with 17 big blinds. I think it's fine to shove for sure. We don't really want to raise folds with this hand, so we'll just shove it in. Pick it up. We're still like pretty comfortable, you guys, with 18 big blinds, even though it's obviously like not as powerful feeling. We still know how to play the stack fairly well. Ace 10. Here we go. See an open. We will shove, especially when hind calls, because there's a lot of weak hands in here. So we can hopefully pick up this 119K. Or if we get called, win. Against 8s, we have a big flip, you guys. Huge flip. Ace, king, or 10, or jack. No, we don't get there. We lose another flip. Netno takes us out. We are unfortunately out in 3rd place, you guys, for 6,800. But at the end of the day, I think I'll play pretty well. Unfortunately, we lost a bunch of hands toward the end. GG. Good luck, good luck. Looks like they're going to play it out, but I have no regrets. So we get a 3rd place and a 7th place. It was a quick demise, which is unfortunate. It's not exactly fun. But 6,800 there. Let's rewatch the end. We're going to take it off sub mode and let's see what the people have to say. But let's frame it up a bit here and we can rewatch it. Rewatch the pain. And then if you guys have any questions or whatever that you want me to answer, or you just want to say, hey, like, you know, I am going to take it off sub mode right as this ends, so. Unfortunately, they make trips on the river, which I didn't consider, but there's so few threes. Let's just rewatch. It doesn't really change our decision at all. 8-5, blind versus blind. I'm going to start with a limp. We are down to 700K here, so 40 big blinds. But things have been worse. Tulsock, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to Staples Stable. Hearts out for Tulsock. Thanks for the love, man. How did the 8th finish? We got 7th place for like 380 or something like that. Shoes. I'm gonna fold. And Hein does win the tournament, by the way. You guys, Hein against Net. No, Hein has won. Right. GG, it's over. Guaranteed 6,800 right now. And the next payout is 9,100, and then 12.3 for the win. And we see an open and a call. We're going to call as well. I think a pretty easy spot. We could squeeze, but we're not in a powerful chip stack situation again. So I think it makes a lot less sense. We're going to fold here. Fold, fold. Hein takes it down. Hein folds. Are we going to try and limp? I think so. It's been working enough of the time for us to limp the deuce 9. They shove, though. We will fold. We're only losing 9,000 chips when that happens. It's not too much. Updog84, thank you so much for the 7 months in a row. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome back to Staples Table. Hearts out. Here. Thank you, Updog. We'll fold. A little bit card dead. Blinds going up to 10K, 20K. So 15 big blinds here. We're sitting on 33 and a Hein on 65. Yeah, this ace-2 is definitely going to be a shove here. Shove, but Hein opens on the button, and I think we have to fold out of position. Yeah, we fold, especially with Net and Ho being 14 big blinds deep. Yep. And 5s on the button, I think is a fine open. It's just like a crappy spot, but I think we have to raise call. And call against Net and Ho. Like, we don't love it, but we call. Yep. Raise call. We don't love it, but we're getting too good of a price, and they're going to be shoving wide enough for sure, 3-handed here. So we are going to call. Hope for the best against Queen 7. We have a flip. We don't want to flip. No, that's a queen. We need a 5. You guys. Queen 7 unfortunately gets there against our 5s, and now we are the shortest stack. We're in 3rd. But thinking over the final table right now, like, I can't think of a spot where I feel like I made a mistake. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with my pre-flop strategy and stuff. I'm sure I'll run over this with my coach and sort of see what he has to say about a bunch of stuff. But I think I'm pretty happy with how it's going. And like, I think it played well. 3 with 17 big blinds, I think it's fine to shove for sure. We don't really want to raise folds with this hand, so we'll just shove it in. Pick it up. We're still, like, pretty comfortable, you guys, with 18 big blinds. Even though it's obviously, like, not as powerful feeling, we still know how to play the stack fairly well. Ace-10, here we go. See an open. We will shove, especially when Hein calls, because there's a lot of weak hands in here. So we can hopefully pick up this 119K. Or if we get called, win. Against 8s, we have a big flip, you guys. Huge flip. Ace, king, or 10, or jack. No, we don't get there. We lose another flip. Netno takes us out. We are unfortunately out in 3rd place, you guys, for 6,800. But GG. At the end of the day, I think I'll play pretty well. Unfortunately, we lost a bunch of hands toward the end. GG, you guys. Okay. So I will answer any question you guys may have for a while. I'm pretty happy with how I played, though, overall, I think. You know, we just lost 2 flips at the end, and that's GG. So I'm going to check out my Twitch alerts here because I missed a bunch of stuff, I think. So let me check the donations because I probably missed some donations here. Queen Bee with the 333 we got. Mason JP22, why am I blocked in chat? I know it's sub only, but you'll never let me chat any other day. Let me unban you, man. Mason JP22. There you go. No worries. I am Uber Milf with the 501, and I am Uber Milf again with the 521. Thank you for those 2 donations, man. Pala with the $5 donation, killing it, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. High Off Ness with the 222, ship the big 109. Thank you. And then we're at Krista Borg and Jay Wax. You guys donating before. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. We tried, you know. It was fun. We're so close. But we cashed for $380 in the big 880, or the $8 one rebuy one add-on. We cashed for $900 the 215 progressive, and we just cashed for, what was it, 6.3K? I think it was 6.3K. Let's see, officially. It's gone. 6.3K, something. You guys just saw it in the big 109. So a very profitable day. We made like probably $6,500 or $6,000, something like that. So obviously can't be upset with that. If you guys like the stream, hit the follow button. I'd love to see you guys come back. I do stream 5 days a week. I'll be on here tomorrow. We're going to buy some art tomorrow to celebrate the victory, probably to start the day. So definitely tune in for that. And yeah, follow me. I'm going to host a friend of my stream, Kevin Martin. And I appreciate you. I love doing this every day, you guys. It makes my life so fun and exciting. So thank you so much for supporting this stream, my dream playing poker for a living. It's so much fun, okay? So I'm going to play the outro video. I'm going to host my friend Kevin Martin, but I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. But until next time, we'll see you later.
Thank you guys so much for watching this entire series. It was an awesome run. It felt so good to get that big score again and have another chance at the three-peat. Fell a little bit short of that, just over 12K for first place, but I think I played well. You know, I lost a couple flips at the end. What can you do? I'm pretty happy with it. So we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep streaming that 5 days a week on Twitch, and hopefully we'll have another one of these deep run series for you guys right away. But a big thanks to you for the support over this series, and let's keep chugging. Let's do this. The stream dream, as we say. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.